The Chang'o really negates some of the diving capabilities that the Blacklist have with the Paquito and the Herald, because as soon as they decide to dive in, they will get bursted out by the Meteor Shower. But I'm leaning towards Blacklist International with this pickup, though. What about you?
Well, that Eve pick for Blacklist International is quite risky because we all knew that that they have two assassins. Lancelot, which is really mobile, those punctures you can easily reach Eve as early as possible. Also the Benedetta, so they need to protect this Eve every single time, or make sure that Eve will position himself inside the brushes before using the real world manipulation. So it was a risky play, but I think they can pull it off.
They can. And looking at how Aura also have the Alice in their midst, they can really dive into their backlines as well. Just we've saw that time and time again. Alice with the Blood Orb diving in, popping the Winter Truncheon, popping the ultimate at the same time. This just had a lot of damage in the backlines, and Eve is very vulnerable in the backline. So that's something that we have to look out for. But what matchup are we really looking for here?
Well, I think that will be the Harith. We've seen the Harith earlier. Well, Aura-PH is just completely sending 4 heroes of Aura-PH just to negate or just to stop this Harith from snowballing. And well, for game 2, they for both game 1 and game 2, they did a really good job doing that. But for sure, well, Blacklist International knew that, okay, this is the early game plan of Aura-PH. We can try to counter that. So I think that's also the possible reason why they went for a Lancelot and an Alice. So they have another target or another way that they can stop or even burst out this Harith, well, in an instant. That physical burst, it should be enough. And I think that's the whole play. Early invade. Take all the jungle, the purple and also the orange buff away from Blacklist International, and then transition into the gold lane.
Yeah, and one other thing that we have to look out for here is the Franco. We haven't seen Franco in a hot minute. It has been a while since we've seen Franco, and teams are starting to picking up. Blacklist International picking up the Franco. What's the implication here? We know how important the Iron Hook is with displacing anybody on the side of Aura-PH. Even more so on the Chang'o, depending on if he gets the hook. Lancelot, if ever he goes for the Thorn Rose, predicts where he's going to land. What's the benefits of having a Franco in this composition for Blacklist International?
The Bloody Hunt, man. The suppress from Franco can either catch Lancelot or the Benedetta. That's one of the best counters for a highly mobile assassin, such as this 2 assassins. So if he can get those Bloody Hunt perfectly as early as possible once he got his level 4, well, that will be a big impact. That will be a complete counter for this highly aggressive team composition such as Aura-PH. And also his Wasteland Defender, his Wasteland Force rather, the additional movement speed and also the HP regeneration for Franco can assist or can at least provide information where the assassins are on the side of Aura-PH.
Yeah, and again, it's not a typical pick that we see.
Yeah.
And Franco is going to go up against a Grok. We don't know what emblem the Grok has. Maybe it may just be the high-end dry Grok from Rafflesia. Who knows? But do you think that the high-end dry Grok would still work?
Well, it's way too much because they have a lot of squishy heroes already, glass cannon type of heroes, such as Lancelot and Benedetta. So maybe if we can go for the sprint as a main emblem, well, as a main spell, and then go for a pull yourself together as the main emblem, support emblem. At least you will get that additional HP regeneration. Your downtime, your respawn timer will be much more faster, and also your battle spell will be much more faster. It will be like a much more faster draft for Aura-PH if that will be the case. If Grok will go for those kind of build and setup.
Yeah, and one other thing that we also have to discuss here real quick is the side lanes here. It's a Paquito versus potentially a Benedetta, potentially an Alice. What do you think is going to be the side lane matchup, and who do you think is going to come out in the side lane matchup?
Well, for Paquito, one of the perks of getting the Paquito is you can easily dish out damage. you can apply a lot of pressure for any matchup, especially if it's Alice. Alice wants to be on a static lane. He needs to get those orbs as early as possible. But with the burst damage of Paquito, it will force Alice to go back in region every single time, and that will further delay the power spike of the Alice. So I think it will be a very good matchup. It is a very good pick here for Blacklist International.
And while we are waiting for the games to commence, make sure you start sharing the stream. Let your friends know that the MPL is happening right now. And this, again, this is game number 3. This is Blacklist International's debut in the MPL with the new lineup. Let's talk about the lineup a little bit more here. Oh My Venus, Wise, OHEB being picked up by Blacklist International. How big of a change was this for their current lineup?
Well, comparing on the old Blacklist International when they had Kyrie, Killer, and Aqua, I think this is a much more better composition. The reason why I said that was, well, I've been watching Blacklist International on their off-season tournaments, and they were able to get the crown. They were able to get the championship, the championship twice back-to-back on this current lineup or on this current, composition. Dexter, Isan, Oh My Venus, Wise, Edward, and OHEB. I believe that this is a very strong composition. Oh My Venus and the Wise combination. This is the right composition for both of these teams, or for both of these guys here, Oh My Venus and Wise. They need a little bit more, well, they're all mechanically gifted. I understand that. But again, it's really different once you had that connection in between all 5 teammates, once you're all in sync. It's just like you're playing with just one mind. It will be a perfect combination here for Blacklist International. And I think that's also one of the reasons why other teams were actually removing most of the heroes of Oh My Venus, because Oh My Venus are well prepared. If he's able to get at least one of his heroes, the main draft will adjust.
And I think that is going to be the trend here for majority of the season here for Blacklist International. Oh My Venus will be singled out. But let's move on over to AusterForce real quick. They did pick up Benny Cutie as well as Lord Hades.
Lord Hades, yeah.
During the off season, and during the boot camp raid for AusterForce, Benny Cutie did say that he feels that he has improved more in AusterForce. Do you think that that is the case?
Yeah, I completely agree there. Benny Cutie under the AusterForce wings, we've seen it earlier. The aggressive play from Benny Cutie. I think he got that aggressiveness way back when he was under the hands of Execration, because Execration is also a really aggressive team, and I think that's a very good additional for AusterForce. You need to get that mage, or rather the playstyle of Benny Cutie to be much more effective, or at least that's the missing link, that's the missing attitude that AusterForce lacks before.
And as we go up on over to game number 3 in this best of 3 series between Aura and Blacklist International, we saw a little bit of an invade over the top side here for AusterForce. Kilowatt just doing what he can to just try to delay Paquito from getting a good grasp in the lane.
Yeah, so they switched sides here for Alice and Paquito matchup. They understand that okay, I will not go there. I need my I need to get my HP. I need to get my orb, says Alice here on the side of AusterForce. And by the way, going back to what you mentioned earlier, we are looking at an assassin high and dry Grok.
It's the same Grok that we saw from Rafflesia yesterday, and it has been very impactful. We did see Rafflesia go ahead and go for the invade earlier on over the top side to dish out a lot more damage in the purple, potentially catch off Paquito or anybody for that matter in the jungle, and that is the primary playstyle that Rafflesia will be playing on. What is the counter there?
Well, I think one of the best counter there is try to burst him as early as possible. Grok, yes, he does have the ancestral gift, but without the tank emblem, without the additional HP that you will get on top of the emblem, he can be easily bursted. They have a lot of burst heroes here for Blacklist International. They have YSS, they also have the Paquito, especially Paquito there. So I think it is doable. They can take down Rafflesia here on his Grok, possibly.
But possibly hoping that they actually do, as we say that the purple still not being secured here by Blacklist International. Reflecia doing a good job just zoning the rest of Blacklist International from even securing the purple, even resetting the buff himself. And he is doing a good job just buying a lot of time. But Eson about to pay the price, half HP. Beautiful hook in the flicker. Catches Reflecia out, and this is what you've been talking about. The burst will force Reflecia back. Oh my Venus force the flicker out of there. Kilowash as well, popping his ultimate, but not catching anybody in that matter.
Indeed, and I think Franco with up against Grok with the Assassin emblem, it is doable. Maybe if he can, well, if he's level 4, maybe he can get that Bloody Hunt and cancel out the rotation of Reflecia. However, top lane, under the casualty, the first blood will be in the hands of AusterForce.
And we did see a little bit of a situation there. And look at this!
Oh my.
Green doesn't care. He's just gonna pop Meteor Shower. He's not gonna care about the real world manipulation at this point.
Exactly. That's the main counter, or one of the best counters against Eve there, okay? You want to use the real world manipulation, I'll use my Meteor Shower as well. And then he cannot flicker out. They knew that he used his flicker earlier, trying to run away from Kilowash, but with that scenario, I think Oh My Venus needs to be careful if he uses his real world manipulation.
And really, from my experience playing Eve, the only way that you can really go up, really pop your real world manipulation and to say that it has a big impact is if they're gathered all together.
Yeah, all together,
you're really gonna get a lot of benefits with just applying the slows all throughout the team, allowing your team to really reposition themselves. Yeah, even this just to secure the purple buffs themselves, or to prevent the purple buff from happening. But look, Reflecia already getting a lot of damage from the real world manipulation once again from Oh My Venus.
But then again, they need one more hero for them to secure that kill. Because, well, 3 minutes in, almost 4 minutes in, yes, the well, the manipulation is really good. That's what I'm trying to say, but yeah, he needs one more. He needs one more. At least a Clock of Destiny, or maybe a Lightning Truncheon on top of that, or maybe go for much more of a support side Eve where he can get that Ice Queen 1 on top of that. However, look at this, AusterForce.
Edward was forced to use the knockout strike defensively. Eston going into the back line, still not going to be able to prevent Edward from surviving here. Aura managed to secure that kill with a 4-man rotation over the top side, and forcing a 3-man rotate from Blacklist International towards the top side as well, but not really able to prevent Edward from falling down.
Yep, Blacklist International slowly really having a very difficult time here, trying to catch out a single target because of the mobility that this AusterForce can move around the map, and also the Meteor Shower from Greed every single time, just dishing out damage, forcing everyone back from Blacklist International. Maybe if Eson went for a for an early Athena shield, he can protect Oh My Venus once he used his real world manipulation. But look at this, an Iron Hook has been cancelled out.
Here comes the real world manipulation as well as down on force over to the back line to try to secure the turtle themselves, but Oh My Venus is about to fall down by the hands of Kilowash, and yes, he does. Wise next in line, but Kilowash forced to fall back here as Franco Eston has the hook available, will not be using it himself, misses the hook, but over to the backside, Edward will be here. Kilowash manages to survive by the skin of its teeth. And that is a 1-for-0 trade, but they do manage to secure the turtle themselves.
Look at the mobility of Kilowash there. He went for the Festival of Blood emblem, or fighter emblem, and that necessary HP, that HP additional from the fighter emblem really gives him a lot of sustainability. He can just move around the map, go inside even the turrets, or go in between the turrets just to apply pressure and also just to cut out the wave. But here in the bottom lane, as you can see, Oheb is taking a lot of, or just dishing out a lot of damage here on the Reflecia.
Down on force being committed. Edward forced to fall back. Alice pops the blood orb, but will not be popping the ultimate themselves. Not really a good spot here for AusterForce. Blacklist International wiser on that call to just disengage, but there goes a solo kill from JP, taking down Wise in the mid lane.
Yeah, but look at the position of AusterForce here. They understand that we need to do something. But look at this. Look at that. Oh My Venus just using his real world manipulation just behind that wall, so just making sure that no one can catch him out. and Eason was also there. So I think Eason plus Oh My Venus, they need to always be together just to make sure that that they can get the most out of their skills. Because once Eason uses Bloody Hunt and then plus the real world manipulation, they can burst out at least one, or even Raflesia or anyone or any member on the side of AusterForce.
But I feel like that is going to be a double-edged sword, because depending on who Eason hooks, it might be detrimental for them, because the main point for Eve is to stay safe from a distance while Eve pops the real world manipulation. What if they catch JP? What if they weren't able to burst out JP, and instead JP bursts out Oh My Venus? As they say that, Raflesia, low on HP, will get taken down by OHEB. Dama Force as well as the Blood Orb, and the real world manipulation will be forced out, forcing JP and Benecutie to fall down. Benecutie falls down, JP forced to use the Thorn Rose, not able to burst down Eson. Wise and Oh My Venus there to back him up. Kilowatt in the brush though, waiting for an opportunity to take down Oh My Venus, as the ultimate will be popped. Oh My Venus will relatively stay safe as Edward secures the mid lane turret himself. Greed will be responding with a Meteor Shower, will clear out the wave, be forced to back off.
Wow, nice combo from Blacklist International. The connection between Eason and Wise with
nice
the Blood
hook by Eson, but not a lot of impact.
Yep, not enough. Oh My Venus is way too far. Maybe if he has his real world manipulation available, that should be a kill there. But look at this, Edward is just well, going for the front lines. He is the new tank of Blacklist International, he says. With the Festival of Blood, I think he can well, with the additional shield using his utilities, that's a lot.
Look at the damage output by Oh My Venus, taking down Kilowatt. They, at this point, I don't think Aura needs to focus on anybody else aside from Oh My Venus. Benecutie needs to find an opening with the team to dive into the backline. Do you think that may be the game plan here for AusterForce?
That should be the game plan there for AusterForce. They need to take down Oh My Venus every single time, because as long as they're not stopping, or as long as they're not killing well, Oh My Venus, his items will be, or his skill damage output will be much more better.
Suppressed on the back lines, and that's the burst that you've been talking about. And Raflesia's high and dry might just make him higher and drier, I guess, if that's the right word. But yeah, he gets caught out. He gets bursted out easily.
Yeah, that's the main point. I think that's the flip side of going for the assassin. No way!
It's on Greed. You are down and out for the count.
Oh my goodness, Eason. I think that's a max range hook there.
It was.
From Eason, and catching the right target. Greed there, down for the count. 22 seconds at the sidelines. But as I was saying, yeah, OHEB and also Edward. Well, actually, I got lost there. I got lost there. We're talking about Raflesia there, but look at the replay. Anyways, we will go back to that topic later on, but look at this one. Greed trying to run away with this nice slow-mo, plus the flicker inside the main turret. Oh, that was a juicy catch there for Eason, and that gave them a lot of momentum for the side of Blacklist International. But again,
this instant replay is brought to you by Oppo A94. Experience gaming at full speed with Oppo A94, available starting March 26th, and Oppo Concept Stores retail partners to e-com platforms. As we were saying, that Eson already low on HP. Greed will be caught out. Benecutie in the back lines will try to go for Wise, force to flicker out. Benecutie not really dishing out a lot of damage here, but will be repositioning himself again and again in the back lines. Will be forced to use the Winter Truncheon, but will be taken out. OHEB with the triple kill to come out on that. Will be able to secure this Lord themselves as well.
Oh my goodness, Blacklist International, they're feeling it again. This might be a nice turnaround here, a nice knock-up from the Lord, but Blacklist International will still secure the Lord, and it will go to the top lane. And also Wise were able to get his another core item here on top of the Blade of Despair. Endless Battle is already finished, along with the Raptor Machete, and OHEB with the Calamity Reaper plus the Feather of Heaven and the Holy Crystal. So this Harry really hurts a lot now.
And I just have to ask, do you think that was a good Eve?
A good Eve, Pika?
Yeah.
Oh, a good Eve. I gotcha, man. Oh my goodness.
It's almost evening. It's a good Eve.
Yeah,
it's a good performance from Oh My Venus.
It is. It is. And it is a good Eve. And oh, look at this. Lord already marching into the top lane. AusterForce looking for an opening.
Again, the real world manipulation really proving a lot here for Blacklist International. Beautiful zoning out. Kilowatt forces uses eye for an eye and is Sullivan to really get out of there. Beautiful hook once again from Esson, picking out the proper target as well. It's the green. Green on that Chango was crucial for AusterForce to start, potentially snowballing and counter initiating. But that is a big opening. Blacklist International already finishing out every single one of the members here from AusterForce. Gets the suppression and the dominant force, and that is Rafleisha going down. Kilowatt next in line. Oh, Hope getting a double kill on that. Rafleisha and Benny Cutie. JP doing whatever he can. Benny Cutie has nothing else to do here. That is pretty much the game. Blacklist International comes back from behind, secures a 2-1 victory.
Oh my goodness. Aura, they said with the taunt, with the emoticons. Blacklist International with a nice turnaround, winning the series 2-1 against AusterForce.
Esson has to be the MVP.
Yeah,
Beautiful hooks. Beautiful hooks by there. And this winning moment is brought to you by Master. Hindi sila na GG. Instead, they brought their clay game with Master. Sikreto ng mga guwapo. 2-1 for Blacklist International. Beautiful start here in their first match in the MPL. We're looking at their smiling faces.
Oh my goodness. That was Eason from first game, dude. Well, we all saw that Eason had the difficult time using his stick drill from that game 1. But the redemption from this game 3, it was perfect. It was that perfectly aimed hook, hitting the same target, the needed target for them to win, the Chang'e, and it was